You know, it's amazing to me, all the people that you meet that you don't know them, and you get to know them and you find out that even if, let's use an example, they're successful, you find out that they're struggling inside because somebody that they love, their brother, died of a drug overdose, or they recently lost a family member, or maybe their spouse is going through a very severe health issue, or they're dealing with some type of trauma or post trauma, and you say, "Oh my God, now it's coming clear." And one very amazing reason why to never judge a book by its cover is that you have no idea what people go through. And time and time again, I get to travel all over the country and I meet all different types of people from all walks of life. And God never, sorry, I'm walking my dogs. God never ceases to amaze me and to reveal himself to me in many, 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 many ways. Are those chives growing out of the ground? Oh my God. I think they are. I don't know. I'm out of town right now. So it's like, if you are open and receptive, you can be transparent, and then others will be transparent with you, and you can learn and you can move at quantum speeds. I feel better now that I just said that. Never judge a book by its cover. I think some of the most powerful people are people that can go through traumatic experiences and then use them to their advantage as fuel to become more empathic, more caring, more understanding, and a better leader themselves. So you have two choices. You can use the traumas of your life and the things that were totally unfair that you have to deal with every day, and you could use them as something that can weaken you, and you can be a victim and let it destroy your entire life, and it will. Or you can do the Ho'oponopono prayer, which is, I love you, I'm sorry, forgive me, and thank you. I went to this High Performance Academy by Brendan Bouchard in 2017, and he was saying something really amazing on stage. He was talking about Oprah Winfrey said, the moment things change, the moment you stop wishing things had happened differently anymore. You stop wishing your past was different. And not only do you accept your past, you become fond of your past. So that'd be like me saying, my mother died of a heroin overdose, if you don't know that. I talk about this, and it's kind of like embarrassing or weird to say, and that hurt me, right? And I look at us growing up being broken on food stamps, and me living in 34 different homes, and we lived in homeless shelters at times. Like, there was a lot of hard times, but now I look back, I had a beautiful childhood. I love my life. I love my past. And any hard thing I went through just made me the man I am today. What a beautiful blessing. And I used to hate and despise rich people or rich kids growing up who got paid for the travel hockey team, all paid for, and got to get paid for to go to college. I hated them with a passion. I spit on them in my thoughts and in my mind. And now I think the exact opposite. What a hard life it would be to not grow up with adversity, to grow up in one little tiny sheltered life where everything's taken care of, like to grow up in a petri dish, so to speak, because I grew up with curiosity and not being judgmental or not being racist or not being prejudiced. And one thing is, there's a couple times I was one of the only, I guess I won't say it right now, but I think that it's very important to look at anything that you ever looked at in your life that is a curse, and to start to see the blessings in it. There's an amazing book by Dr. Viktor Frankl called Man's Search for Meaning. You can listen to audible.com. I just listened to it like a few weeks ago. It was powerful, dude. I warn you, you have to be at a certain place in your life to listen to this book. But it'll really get down to appreciating and being in the present moment, and transmuting any suffering you have into consciousness. Because there's different stages, and I want to develop this. I'm definitely going to develop this. I'm going to put out some personal development stuff soon here. There's a model and framework of consciousness that I'm starting to, it's coming clear to me, and it's developing. And that is, the first stage is the I, me, my. And that's when you're obsessed with your own life, your own problems, your own suffering. You can't stop cycling it and telling yourself stories about it, and you just literally can't get off of your own freaking soap dish, to the point where you're just so obsessed with yourself you can't even get beyond your fucking self, and you can spend your whole life like that. And then the next level is functionality and fairness, which that's where you grow into including other people into your space. That's when you can become pretty successful like that. And the highest level is full-blown consciousness, is when you become a leader and a servant, and you don't care about yourself anymore. You just care about serving your fellow men and women. You care about creating value for the world at large.